Well, hello and welcome to episode I have absolutely no clue of the Modern Skein podcast. My name is Sharon Graff and I am the owner of the Modern Skein, which is a yarn shop here in Montgomery, Texas. The date is March something. No, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, so that means today's March 18th, 2020. Day something. Again, dates of the very interesting climate here in the States and around the world, honestly. So, for future watchers of the podcast, this is being filmed during the virus outbreak. Or if you are living on an island, tropical, hopefully warm somewhere, and you have absolutely no idea what's going on, yay for you. Let me know if you are accepting new people, because I would love to just get away and escape. Flights are super cheap right now, right? So it's just fingers crossed if you're actually going to get there. Anyway, this is a knitting podcast, and so we're not going to talk about that because we need some normalcy in our life. There's enough crappy news that you can get elsewhere. So we're going to be knitting friendly. Well, we're always knitting friendly, but knitting and crafting and crochet specific today. So hopefully most of you probably have a lot more time to watch podcasts and are using this time to catch up on your favorites, which hopefully mine's included in there. So I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys who watches the podcast, and if you really do enjoy it, please hit the like and subscribe button and get notifications when the latest podcast is uploaded. There was not a podcast last week. We were on a spring break vacation with my family, so that's why it didn't get filmed last week. But because it didn't get filmed last week, I have so many finished objects to show you, 3 of which I actually did knit. I did not knit that one. But as you might have noticed, I am wearing my Veronica. Let me back up and model it for you. So this is the Veronica Shrug by So Very Shannon on Instagram, Shannon Cook. Runway. Okay. Too much coffee, not enough, I don't know. Anywho, this is the Veronica. Now what I did was I started off with this color, which is Walsh Slate by Red Stag Fiber. And I did 2 skeins. I used up 2 full skeins. Then I switched to this color, which is Castle Rock. Did this color till I ran out and finished with my 3rd skein of Walsh Slate, which was my 4th skein total, and I still have about, a 1/3 of a skein left. So I knit the smaller size, and I knit it using DK, the Croft DK base from Red Stag Fiber. Same needle size, so it's less dense, it's more drapey. It's just like so, you can kind of see, especially on the black, it's much more loose and open gauge, semi-see-through, way more wearable. You're just seeing my mouth. I'm just going to say I'm so, this is probably going to be a little different than the usual podcast. Anyway, it's very early in the morning. I'm going to be the only one working today, and shenanigans are going to happen. Let's just say that. So if you do want to brave out and finger out and come to the shop today, it's probably going to get posted, but really the next week, as long as fingers crossed I'm not forced to close, it's going to be really fun in the shop because I'm going to be drinking so much coffee and cleaning out the shop like we always deep clean, like clean shop. I'm talking like cleaning out my back room, which we organized our shipping area yesterday, and it's like fantastic. Going through and organizing all of the, just organizing things and rearranging the wall probably umpteen bajillion times, because that just happens. Anyway, back to this. So this is a great knitting project. 4 skeins DK. You can do it all in one color. You can do it 4 skeins of random colors. You can fade it. You can color block it. You could hold 2 strands of fingering and marl the thing. Options are basically endless. I took my color blocking inspiration from the lovely owner of Tribes Yarn Life in London, which is a cute little yarn shop in London. I've talked about her and her cute shop before. She did one in like a brown and a tan, kind of similar to this, but I believe she used either a mohair or an alpaca, so hers is even drapier. But this is the Croft DK base, and I really do like it. Said red stag fiber, Croft DK, Welsh slate, and Welsh slate and Castle Rock are the colors, and I do have both of those in stock and available to ship. Right now we are offering through the end of the month free shipping on orders over $50 domestic US. You are welcome to order if you're international. However, I have absolutely no clue if/when shipments are available. As of right now, I can still apparently through my back office ship DHL, but I have heard from other places that shipments are not getting through from the US out of the country, or I don't know if it's on our end or those other countries' ends. I don't know. So maybe on the safe side, if you're not viewing in the US, try and find a local yarn store in your country or in a country that you know you can still get shipments from and support them during this time. However, if you are looking for a yarn shop to support, and by support I mean place a small order or a big order or whatever, or follow on social media if you don't already follow me on social media, which I would kind of find odd if you were watching the podcast, but I suppose maybe you found the podcast first and don't know about our social media, but it's at The Modern Skein at Instagram, but it is on Instagram. I'm stressed out, and I jabber apparently when I'm stressed, and drink way too much coffee, which does not help things. But where was I even going with this? Shipping. Free shipping over $50 orders. And if you don't want to order online, you'd rather order over the phone or get some color pairings, then just call the shop, 936-436-3615, and you can even FaceTime that number. It is an iPhone, and we can FaceTime you and do virtual shopping, all the things. So anyway, Veronica got finished. So this got finished a couple days ago. I wore it yesterday. Super cute. I love it. It's lightweight. It's cozy. It's like the perfect thing when I want to wear a sweater, but I don't want full sleeves. I don't want just like a poncho thing because I want a little bit of structure. This is my jam. And it's shades of gray, so it's awesome. Okay, second project finished. This I finished on our little spring break trip because we had a 6.5 hour each way drive. No, the ends are not woven in. I have just barely steamed this. I am planning on taking this home and weaving in my ends, or maybe here at the shop today, I don't know. But I finished Plumpie. It's so big. It's so big. So, as you can see, it barely fits. But yes, Plumpie is finished. This is 4 skeins of hedgehog fiber DK. Pattern is by Andrea Mowry. And it's 4 skeins. It's 4 colors of hedgehog merino DK. 2 colors are needed for the background color, which for me, my background color is this kelp, which is like a greeny yellow combo. I will say that is one thing that I have been noticing, because they're like, don't touch your face. It's like, I want to keep touching my face like all day long. I've got to stop. It's so aggravating. Anyway, so colors used in this are kelp, which you need 2 skeins of, which, well, you don't need. You need your background color to have 2 skeins, which for me that was kelp. Then this multicolor is Brigid, which I don't have currently in stock. It is on an order. Don't know when I'm going to get the order yet. Dew is the teal, which is right here. And then this rusty color is called clay. Clay, dew, and kelp I have all in stock. So if you're interested in grabbing those while I have them, you can go absolutely do that. And like I said, this is a fun project if you like brioche. If maybe you know brioche but you aren't familiar with increases and decreases and want to kind of teach yourself during this time, fantastic, because it's a lot of repetition. And Andrea Mowry does such a great job about explaining all the steps out there for making your, explaining all the steps. No, she does a great job she does a great job writing out the pattern so that it's understandable, unlike me trying to tell you that a pattern is understandable, which comes out in a jumbled mess. So this, Plumpie, done. So that's finished object number 2. Number 3 that I finished, I started actually on the drive down to South Padre Island and finished on the beach, is this. See, I don't wear hats. It looks terrible on me, but anywho, this is Windschief by Stephen West. You can, trying to see, there you go. You can see it's a twisted rib, kind of swirling detail, and then stockinette. And this colorway is by Red Stag Fiber, and this was our anniversary colorway that he created called Sharon's Palette, and you can tell it's all of my favorite colors, the brownie, taupe, sand colors, cream, and then different shades of blue and navy. So we still have some of this yarn. See, I'm touching my face again, so I gotta stop. Don't worry, I'm like, my hands, the only reason my hands are not chapped right now is because after every time I wash my hands and sanitize my hands, I do a nice big lather of Tuft hand balm, which has lanolin in it, and it's so moisturizing for your hands. It has been saving hands, knitters' hands, and crafters' hands from all of the hand washing. So if you don't have Tuft woolen balm, get some. I have a huge stock. It's on the website. It's only $7.95 for a little container, and it lasts for a long time. I mean, now that we're washing hands every 5 seconds, maybe not quite as long, but still have it. This is the colorway, upside down, Sharon's Palette, and he has dyed it on Estate Decay, which is what I knit that hat out of. This is Cottage Sock, which is his 75-25 nylon base, which is great for socks. It's also great for shawls. It's very crisp stitch definition. I used this base for the Kyler shawl. And then this is Castle Surrey, which is his Surrey silk base. Great for adding texture to all of your knits. Great alternative as well for people who don't want to use mohair or have a mohair allergy. This Surrey is finer than like the Ching Fiber Surrey, which also has wool added. This is wool free. Also, if you are looking for a wool-free product. And this, because it's just baby alpaca, which is alpaca, and silk. But it is thicker than mohair, but it's a good substitute for mohair if you're looking for something that doesn't shed nearly as much. I'm not saying it's not going to shed, but it does not shed like mohair. So that is still available. It's all on the website. You can place your orders, and we will ship them out. We have been working with the post office, and they've been very good about making sure they pick up every single day here. Usually it's about 1 o'clock that they come pick up, so I'm telling everyone if you order by noon, we can get it shipped out the same day. And that will be accurate as long as I can get up to the shop and the post office still is picking up. So, and let's see. Oh, last finished object was not knit by me is this. So this is the Auster pullover sweater. I want to say Michelle Wong, but I know that's not right. I'm pretty sure that's not right. And I can't look it up on my phone. But it was published as a Brooklyn tweed pattern, I believe. Yes, it is. It's a Brooklyn tweed pattern. Not written by Jared Flood. I want to say Michelle Wong, but I could be very wrong, and I do apologize if I am. Just look up Auster, A-U-S-T-E-R. There are 2 versions of this sweater. This sweater that you see here is called Auster for Men or Auster Unisex. Also, it's just on Ravelry, it's just Auster, A-U-S-T-E-R. So this is basically a crew neck, straight body fit with multiple sizes. The Auster for Women is a little more shapely, but not like super. It's still kind of a semi-boxy fit. It has a different sleeve styling. It has a bit of a wider sleeve rather than a tapered sleeve. It's not a balloon sleeve or a bishop sleeve. It is just kind of a wider sleeve. And it also has a really fun cowl neckline, like almost a turtleneck cowl. It's not a tight turtleneck at all. It's more of a cowl neck, but also semi-turtleneck. Both options are great. This is knit by Sarah of Avid Knits on Instagram, and she knit this to Josh's measurements. So it's roughly a whatever size is closest to like a 41-inch chest for the male option. But you can see it has this lovely cable texture down the back. Let me see if I can really see. Look at those cables. Colors going in and out, but yeah, when it shows a little more olivey green, that's definitely like right here. That's a good color representation of this. So this is the Croft DK base from Red Stag. It just shows up this cable texture so beautifully. It holds the texture just gorgeously. And the colorway is called Glass. G-L-A-S. Glass. Now, if there is a colorway of Red Stag and you don't see that we have enough on the website for you to maybe knit a sweater of the color that you're looking for, all you have to do is call us, email us, whatever. Josh is taking special orders for custom quantities of the colors that he has currently listed on our website under Red Stag Fiber. So let's just say, now I do have quite a bit of gloss in stock, but let's say by the time you look at this, you don't see enough for the size of sweater that you're wanting or whatever project it is that you're doing. Just shoot us an email, give us a phone call, we'll take down a special order, and as soon as it's ready, then we'll let you know. Josh is busy in the dye studio right now, so it won't take too long for a special order. So anyway, that is the 4th and final finished object of the moment. Now, what to talk about next? Well, we had our anniversary. Thankfully, it was last weekend, before the absolute panic. I mean, it was weird. I'll just say it was weird. Not the anniversary. The anniversary was great, but when we got back from vacation, it was weird because that's when the stores were already going crazy. Anyway, we're not talking about that. So we had a really good anniversary. Thank you to each and every one of you guys who came out and participated and just helped support us through the 2nd anniversary. It really means a lot to us, especially right now when, small businesses we're kind of in, I don't want to use the word jeopardy, because we will make it through, but we need your support. All of us do. Make sure if you have some favorite small businesses, not just yarn shops, but yarn shops, maybe a small local restaurant, see if they will do a takeaway order, or a clothing boutique, maybe if you don't need something right away, get a gift card to them or something, just think of ways that you can help support small businesses, especially if you know some friends that maybe own a small business. It's like, reach out to them. It's like, how can we help you? Do you want us to share stuff on our pages and get the word out? Different things like that. So free things you can always do is like and subscribe and watch the podcast. You can also share our social media and just get the word out and our website out there so that people who are looking for yarn and places that will ship right now or anytime really, that they know about us. So we would be ever so grateful if you do share about us on your Facebook or Instagram stories, things like that. So, okay, I keep saying I'm not going to talk about that stuff. I haven't had enough coffee or I've had too much. This is cold now. Yeah, that's cold. I'm very picky about my coffee. It has to be hot, like hot or iced. I can't do room temp. Ugh. I gotta stop touching my face. Okay. Let's talk about works in progress, because as you know, Plumpie and the Veronica I've been working on for a while. Not actually that long, but the Plumpie, yes. But I have cast on a few things because that's what everyone's doing. Peer pressure in a good way. And then I just brought a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be working on the next few days because my gym's closed. So, gotta get some muscle workout in. Let's see. First off, what's in here? I'm just going to start reaching in and pulling out random stuff. This is, we sell these bags. These are the By the Bay Company bags. This is the medium. Is that what they're called? Let me look. Yeah, no. Yes. This is the medium. You might think that looks small. It's got a lot in it. Let me show you. Is this connected? Yeah. Okay. 1 skein of yarn. 2. This one's partially used, but 3. 4. And the project, which is in the middle of a row, of course it is. But you might recognize this. It's a mess is what it is. But this is the Choppy Waves by Stephen West. And as you can see, I've done probably no progress since I actually last showed it to you. But I'm getting ready to... Is that the wrong side? No, that's the wrong side. Yeah, this is the right side. I'm getting ready to add in the last color stripe before going on to the chevron section. So progress is being made on this. It is kind of a repetitive, I hate to say boring knit for me, but yeah, slightly. So anyway, but it's a project and I will work on whipping it out here shortly. But look, so I have 4 skeins and my project easily, and a couple random stitch markers down here, easily all in there, and I still have plenty of room to close it up or even fit another skein of yarn in here. So that is how much stuff you can fit in a By the Bay Co. bag. And like I said, that's Choppy Waves by West Knits. The gray is the West Wool that I got from Steven. And then the other 3 colors are 3 custom colors from Life in the Long Grass. We do still have a small stock of Life in the Long Grass, and we'll be getting a shipment sometime in May of Life in the Long Grass. Fingers crossed, of course, that it will still ship out and be able to get to us. That's kind of, we're not going there. Okay. Let's see, what else? What else do I have in my bag? Oh, I'm not going to show that yet. Talked about this last time. I didn't, No, I did not, because I cast this on while I was on vacation. So, you know that my my La Pouf turned into Mojarino Medley, and I have now cast it on, and I'm at the little chevrons. Yay! Now, I was just going to do all 5 colors and no mohair, but I went ahead and took out the lightest color, which I don't even have still in here. Unless that, yeah, it was this color. See how close these are? They look more different on screen, but they're really pretty close in real life. So I took this color out. I'm still using this one, and I'm gonna swap in this mohair from Dragon Horde and actually use that where the mohair is called for. So it will be a actual factual Mojarino medley. So again, pattern is by Stephen West. It is 5 color, 5 skein pattern, one of which being mohair. You do not have to use mohair for the mohair. You can just do 5 skeins of fingering weight. And it's a really fun shawl because it changes up every, I don't know, 25, 30 rows you're patterning. So I'm excited for that because it should not let me get bored. What else? Oh, this, I haven't worked on this at all. But this is Gems and Jewels, and this is using stash. All like scrappy bits of stash from my stash. Ah, I just lost it. So that's Gems and Jewels. I forget who wrote this one, but if you just look Gems and Jewels up, it's kind of, you can see you get these little pockets. It will look better blocked. But this yarn right now, I think everything in here pretty much is, well, no, not everything, but most of it is scraps of hedgehog fiber. So this is ink or electric. I think this is electric. And this is malice. Let's see. What else? What else? Oh, then this. Remember, I did I'm going to do the Harlow sweater out of the Arbor. I treated myself for Christmas. Well, this is the back piece, and it's on a Scooby-Doo for safekeeping. That's the part of the back piece before we connect it to the front, and I cast on the front piece last night. So we have a start at the front piece, and then eventually once they get to a certain point, then you join them in the round. So I'm looking forward to that. So I have that project. And then last but not least, I also cast this on last night because I was just, well, for one, my lamp that I was using, it needs to be charged, and so it wasn't bright enough to work on black at night. So I switched and I cast on Quake, also by Stephen West. I'm on a kick right now, no shame. And so there is the start of the Quake shawl by Stephen West. And so yes, I have quite a few shawls on the needles right now, but don't worry, I was stash diving last night, and I have yarn for 2 sweaters that I also plan on casting on possibly today, because why not? Let me show you. So for one, I am going to do Velocore by Andrew Mowry and join in on the knit along that she's doing. And I haven't got my main color yet, but let me grab it. I think I know what I'm going to use. decided yet. But one of these two is going to be my base. This is Aroha, and this is Farmer's Daughter Fiber. Kind of similar taupey colors. Then, my plan for the two color pops, because you don't use very much. I have some Blue Finch by Ching and Passport by Red Stag. Either one of these is going to be so good. So that's going to be Velocore. I'll just put that down. And then, oh my gosh, I just forgot the name of it. It's bear with me. I have it written down on a Post-it note. Called Herrera, and it was published in Pom Pom magazine in the summer stripes. And so I was digging through my stash and found I need 4 skeins of Shibui Reed for my main color, and so this is the colorway Ash, so I have that as my main color. And then I have, this is old Shibui, old tags, etc. It's basically the same thing as Reed. The chain is a little looser. It's gonna work perfectly. And so this is graphite, camel, and graphite, flaxen, and camel. So you just need like not even a skein of each of those. Those are gonna be my 3 accent colors. So I'm using up stash, because actually all of this is stash right here. And for Velocore, my 2 contrast colors are stash. So I'm going to wind those up today and yeah, cast them on. Well, I'll cast on Velocore with the knit along doodad that starts, I think, 23rd, 25th, something like that. And then the linen top, I'll cast that on soon. You don't have to knit it out of linen. It's fingering weight. I've seen beautiful options, or not options, but beautiful variations of Herrera done in just regular fingering weight, or you can use Shibui Reed, which is what the pattern was called for. I have quite a few Shibui Reed options. We also have the Lino, which would also work equally well, and of course all the fingering weights. Last but not least, I want to show you some things that I already showed you. Move my chair. I already showed you the Red Stag Fiber custom color from our anniversary that we still have. Tristan from Dragon Horde sent over some really awesome things. So we're carrying a 4-color custom fade from her, and it's just gorgeous. Boom. So this is it on mohair. You've got Doe-Eyed, Desert Dryad, Aura, and Satyr Spirit. And so it's these dusty mauvey grays with the little orchid pops, which is hysterical because you know I don't like pink, but I love that that's what she created. And we have been selling out a ton of these. So I do have mohair in all 4 colors still available. I am extremely limited in the DK now. In fact, one of these I think is the last skein that we have. This is, get the color order right. This is, actually not this one. There we go. There's the colors. You could also do it this way. It's kind of flexible. But those are the colors on DK. I believe Doe-Eyed is the one that I only have 1 skein of left. And then we have it on the regular fingering. Again, we're limited on this one, regular fingering, and then we have all colors still available on the sparkle, which I don't know if you can see. Can you see the sparkle? So it's like a gold stellina. You can really see it on this one. Gold stellina. So sparkly. So we have all of those. I have good quantity of the sparkling. And then we got the last of our colors of the Pleistra backpacks. So this is it for a little while. So if you see one that you cannot live without, grab it quickly. This is the honey brown, one left. This is the black, one left. This is the soft lilac, one left. And this is Bordeaux, also one left. I still have a few of the crossbody bags. I know I have a crossbody in black and Bordeaux. And maybe the honey or the ochre. Not 100%. Oh no, forest. I have one in forest. No, not forest. The khaki green. The olive green. And then I have some of the project bags as well. Again, limited in colors. I think I have one of the petrol, a Bordeaux, black. I think we have black left. I'm trying to see. And then maybe a not forest. Khaki green. So that's what we have there. Normally this is where I talk about events. Honestly, I don't know what is going to be happening with our events. We are moving the lace class forward into May. That has already been updated on the website. So far as we know, local yarn store day is still going to happen as normal on April 25th. I am still going to have a trunk show on April 25th, as of right now, with Wanderluck Fibers. I will be sure to let everyone know if anything has to change. So far, we're still having a class on April 4th, a Fit to Flatter class. However, that one is up in the air as the teacher has to travel to get here. So I will let everyone know soon, hopefully by next week. Brioche class. That is this coming Saturday. I do not know what I'm going to do yet. I have a feeling we're going to have to move it. But again, that's not for certain. Beginner knitting class has already been canceled for tomorrow. So just bear with us. Stay tuned to Facebook and Instagram for the latest update. And stay safe, everyone. Support your local yarn shops. Stay knitting, crafting, crocheting, spinning, weaving, all the things. And stay positive, and we will get through this. So have a great day. I hope to see you either in the shop or virtually, maybe with some Facebook crafting. Oh, we are going to do this. So this Saturday, the 21st, we are going to do a YouTube live knit along. So it'll start at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tune in. It'll be on this channel. Tune in for the YouTube live. It's going to be really fun. So even if you can't normally come into the shop, or maybe you've never been able to come into the shop, now is going to be the time that you can join us on a Facebook Live. And if for whatever reason we can't even do it here in the shop, I will still do the Facebook Live from my house, and we'll all just knit together, and you can listen to more of my ramblings, because that's just so fun. Not really. I can't even listen to myself, so thank you if you do listen to me. So anyway, have some fun, get some fresh air if you can, safely, and happy crafting. We'll see you next time.